Hi, it's Cheryl from Cheryl and Eric.
Cruising with Cheryl and Eric.
Anywho, on today's video, we're going to speak about how we love and why we love Royal Caribbean. I'm going to preface this video with this is not an indication that we don't like any ships. We're just going one at a time.
Correct.
Thank you.
And don't forget, if you like these videos that we do, hit the thumbs up and subscribe to our channel for more.
And give 2 thumbs up if you really like me and my crazy sense of humor. Okay?
They can't do 2 thumbs up, honey. They can leave a comment saying how much they like your crazy sense of humor.
Or I'm crazy, just crazy. It's okay.
That's why she married me.
Yeah.
So anyway, dear, why do you like Royal Caribbean? What is it about it? About the ship, about the staff, about what is it that you like about Royal Caribbean?
From what I have encountered, my first cruise was on a Royal Caribbean, so it's kind of near and dear to my heart. It was our first trip away with each other for an extended period of time. Just the cleanliness, the staff that we encounter. They let me take leftovers back to my room after the hibachi grill experience on the first ship. One of the first things that Eric said to me is, you cannot take leftovers. Well, I proved him wrong. And if anybody knows him, he hates being wrong.
It hardly ever happens, so I'm just not used to it.
Anywho. Okay, those are my few reasons.
All right. Well, we're going to expand upon them. But what Royal Caribbean ships have we been on so far? I know we've done a couple on
Adventure of the Seas. Allure of the Seas was the first one.
The Oasis.
No, I was not on the Oasis.
What was the other Oasis class we did besides Allure? We did another one.
Adventure of the Seas.
Yeah, twice, right?
Right. Allure.
Anywho,
we only did 3.
Okay.
Yeah, we've only done 3, so my bad. His bad. He was wrong again in the same video. Look at that.
So, anywho, I like the big ships, the Oasis class. Adventure was awesome, you know.
It was.
But it really blew my mind being on, you know, the Allure, knowing that there were 5,000 some odd people on that ship. And I don't mean the crew, but the 5,000 plus other cruisers, and I hardly ever felt like it was crowded.
And those who know him,
yeah,
I'm not
a crowd person. You know, we go to a restaurant for dinner. If the wait's more than 15 minutes, we're going somewhere else. I just, I don't like being in crowds. I don't like waiting in lines. Just kind of one of my pet peeves. But the biggest thing to me about Royal is, particularly on the Oasis class ships, is there's always multiple things to do, whether it's 6 or 7 o'clock in the morning or 11 or 12 o'clock at night. I always feel like there's options. You know, we've been on several other cruise lines, and we'll do videos about those at some point too. But my biggest thing about Royal is I feel like there's always 2, 3, 4 different things to do, like scheduled activities. I'm not talking just about, okay, you can go walk around, Central Park, or you can, walk around the boardwalk. I mean, like, there's a show, and there's, a comedian, and there's a piano bar, and there's a live band, and on and on. Oh, are you saying that I'm talking too much?
Yeah, we need to.
Okay. So entertainment-wise, I think there's always a ton of options, and I have not had an experience that was bad. We've been on other cruise lines, and the entertainment was not to our taste. Might be the polite way to put it. The staterooms on board Royal, how would you compare them to some of the other ones without specifically naming things? Do you think they're well equipped, their size they're larger, they're better
designed? I have to take into consideration that there's only been 2 cruise lines that we've been on that we've had balcony rooms.
Yeah, that's true. The
other 2 were ocean and then an interior, which
we're not big fans of the interior rooms. We
And I'll just
prefer-
explain why I'm not an
Go ahead.
interior room type of gal. Because when you turn one light on the interior rooms, they all go on. So when you're woken up at, I don't know, let's just say 5 o'clock in the morning, because
No,
you
it
feel
was 3:45 a.m.
whatever. Again, he hates being wrong. Yeah, it's just, it doesn't, I don't wake up very nicely like that. And I let him know that. I apologize later, but he didn't. But the balcony rooms are beautiful. Another thing I like about, we're going to go off of the rooms here now. We've met
I guess
some
we're done.
amazing, amazing people. And I actually think that we consider them, they'll be lifelong friends. I don't want to say it's a different class of people, because every ship has the people that you can sit down and speak with, but you know, you have people that will save seats for you and give you tips from ships that they've been on, or cruise lines that they've been on in the past, or you know what they're doing in the future. It's awakening, and it's a lot of fun, because I like to talk to people a lot.
What about the food? How do you think the Royal Caribbean food is compared to some of the other cruise lines we've been on?
Oh, the food is amazing, and the food's been amazing on all 3 different cruise lines that we've been on.
We're not. I don't like to use the buzzword, but I don't know how to describe it. We're not foodies. We enjoy good food, but we don't.
We don't
I don't know how to
Instagram
describe
it, hashtag it, or
Right, yeah.
anything else like that. We just,
Yeah.
if it's
yeah.
chicken, I'll eat it.
We do enjoy, you know, when the food is cooked perfectly and the flavors are good, but that's not a. We don't choose a cruise line or a cruise itinerary because of the food. You know, we've done the main dining room. We've done several of the different specialty dinings. We try to hit most of the different food options at some point during the cruise. We don't do every single one of the specialty dinings. That's just, you know, we're very happy, you know, most nights in the main dining room. We personally like to sit at tables of 6, 8, 10, 12 people that we don't know when we book the cruise, just because for the most part, we've always enjoyed the company that we've had at dinner. A couple times there were a few people that were just different from us, and we didn't really have a whole lot to talk about. Even Cheryl.
Plus, they were young, so that I think that made a big
either
difference.
really young or really old, and they didn't. I can't think of the word, but you know, we didn't hit it off. But I would say 90% of the people we've had dinner with have been fascinating and fun to be with, and we kind of look forward to the dinners each night, knowing we're going to be sitting there chatting with them,
the
learning
staff
more.
gets to know you.
Yeah.
I mean, you come out of your room in the morning and they have a drink for you. I'm kidding, they don't.
No, not
it's
far
just
from it though.
true.
Usually with us by day 2 or day 3 at the latest, we've got our favorite bartenders and or wait staff, and they see us coming and they've got our drinks on order already.
Yeah. But that's been really on
That's across all lines.
Yeah.
But
that we've experienced.
yeah.
You can't speak for everybody else.
One thing I will say about the wait staff and the bar staff on Royal, there seems to be more of them, or they're more visible. I'm not sure how to word it, but I can't remember a single time where we've waited for drinks.
Mm-hmm.
Even when the bars are hopping at night in the casino, a couple of minutes and they're right there for you. A lot of the times there's enough wait staff on the Royal ships that we didn't even have to go to the bar. Casino or pool deck or smoking deck. There's always somebody there. Within a minute or two, ready to get us a drink.
So willing to help too.
Itinerary wise, do you think what do you think about the Royal Caribbean itineraries? Better than, same as?
I would say same as. I like to, I've been to some islands whereas Eric hasn't been, and vice versa. So we try to pick our cruises based on where we have been, where we haven't been.
So we can experience at least one new port for at least one of us.
Right.
Like we've got a cruise coming up in a couple of months where I've been to 2 of the 3 ports. I've been, we're doing St. Martin, St. Thomas, and Coco Cay. And I've been to St. Thomas and St. Martin. I've not been to Coco Cay. Believe it or not, we've done several Royal cruises, and we haven't been there yet. So I'm looking forward to experiencing that. Now Cheryl has not been to St. Thomas.
Correct.
She has been to St. Martin.
No,
so
I have not.
You haven't been to any of them.
Mm-mm.
Okay, all right. I couldn't remember. So we're looking forward to that.
Yes.
One. We've already started, looking into different excursions.
I like their excursion options seem to be pretty on point.
Yeah. Well,
Comparing them to other ones.
We're pretty simple for the most part when it comes to excursions. We either want to, tour the island or snorkel off the island. Those are our biggest things. We don't do too many of the other things, but
I mean, we're adventurous, but we have to, pick and choose carefully. But
yeah, and I like, we like, if it's the first time we've ever been on an island, we like to do a tour of the island so that we can see more of it and not just drive through town to get to the snorkeling spot. So yeah, what are some of the if any cons, things you don't like about Royal as we start to wrap up?
It makes it seem like the trip goes by so quickly because they changed the dates in the elevators. So you know
that's
what
a con?
day it is. That's
Okay.
a big con. Because
Okay.
you're like,
Okay.
oh, it's already Wednesday? Oh.
So if you're not sure
halfway
what
there.
Cheryl's talking about, is it inside the elevator or right outside the elevator?
Inside the elevator.
Inside each of the elevators, there's like a plate on the ground,
It's
and
usually in
it's
the main elevators, like in the... Yeah. go
yeah,
ahead.
and it's the day of the week. So when you get on, it says Saturday or Sunday, and then at midnight they change it for the next day. So yeah, I think it's kind of cool, but at the same time, yeah, you realize that you've only got 2 days left or 1 day left, and it's time to get off the ship, and nobody likes disembarkation day.
No.
Or unless it was a really bad cruise, but
Well, we haven't had that yet. The other
Alright.
thing I don't like is I forget what I was going to say.
I'm not a big fan of buffets in general. I don't think that Royals is any better or worse than any of the other lines we've been on. I just don't. I'm not a big fan of buffets. So like on Sea Days, we'll do lunch or brunch in the main dining room versus going to the buffet. For breakfast, a lot of times we'll go up to Central Park, and I can't think of the name of the place up there, but there's a place that you can get coffee and like pastries and stuff. I don't need a big breakfast, but
Just
all right.
some
We've been going
things.
on for almost 14
All
minutes now, so wrap it up. What's your last thoughts about Royal?
I just love it.
Okay.
Enough said.
Okay. And you're counting the days to our next one, right?
Absolutely.
I know I am.
I don't know, it's like 100 or something.
Yeah, it's about 100. Maybe
take.
110, but so yeah, that's our thoughts on Royal Caribbean.
Have a great weekend.
If you have whatever your thoughts are on Royal Caribbean, put them in the comments. We'd love to chat with you a little bit about it. Maybe you guys have seen something or done something that we haven't. And
Or
don't
suggest an itinerary for us too.
Oh, sure. Yeah.
We're game.
Yeah, like and subscribe to the channel. You get to see more of us smiling and laughing and making fun of each other a little bit.
Yeah. Enter sarcasm there.
See ya.
Bye.